For years now, Bill Maher has been complaining about how bad the policies and regulations are in California, and yet somehow he's still a big Gavin Newsom supporter, the man who's basically responsible for a lot of that garbage. So what we're going to see today, of course, is Bill Maher's eyes being opened just a little bit in terms of Gavin Newsom's chances on the national stage. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on this video so you can break through the algorithms. Here we go.
Let's edify the people who don't watch the news every week. We're not all playing the same game. There's a new game being played by Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom is now trolling Trump. I've never seen a Democrat do this. I think it's very funny. Can you show some of the Newsom tweets that he's been putting out there? Okay, he's imitating Trump's exact style.
But you said the president is trolling people. I just want to say those things we've gotten used to. The fact that we have the sentence, the president is trolling people, is so friggin' sad. I used to expect and hope for more when it came to the conduct of a president, and quite frankly, I find his conduct humiliating.
What about Newsom? He's trolling. He's got this new.
I don't.
You don't like it?
This is not a function of an individual personality. It's a function of technology.
I mean, like this is Newsom, and he will fail as he always does. Sad. And I, the peacetime governor, our nation's favorite, will save America once again. Many are calling me he's Gavin Newsom, many say the most loved and handsome governor. Now, I feel like Gavin has grasped the essential thing about American culture in this day and age.
Politics works differently in the age of the book, and then radio, and then television, and now social media. And look, the fact is that social media is driven on negative media cycles. It's driven on rallying up a passionate base of people. And we may not like it. It may not be ideal. We don't have John Adams and Thomas Jefferson anymore. I wish we did.
And we're never going to have them.
But the reality is we have Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, and Gavin Newsom, and they're all playing the same game. So I don't think it's fair to just blame it on one man.
But, don't try to outsmart people. You have to outstupid them. You don't like it. Why don't you like it?
I mean, why don't I like it? It doesn't bode well for the direction we're headed. But the Gavin Newsom stuff, it's bringing a lot of attention to Gavin Newsom. And at least it's something kind of bold, which Democrats haven't done a lot of. But I'm not sure it's smart. We have spent, since Donald Trump came down that escalator in 2015, Democrats have been mocking him and belittling him as a strategy. And we're now in the second Trump presidency. I don't think this is the way to go.
But they've been doing it in a different way. This is imitating him. This is aping him. I find it very funny, but maybe you're right because I saw. Here's the real problem for Democrats. It's not even mail-in voting or even the gerrymandering, which of course is going back and forth now. Registration. This is really a buried story this week. 30 states allow registration. Well, they have some facts about it now. Democrats have lost 2.1 million people. Republicans have gained 2.4. That is a huge turnaround. That is bad news for the Democrats. And I'm sure you would say that is because...
And it is funny, the Newsom tweets are funny, but what they're missing is that underneath all of the bluster, the bravado, the orange makeup, he is actually tapping into real fears, anxieties, and even hopes. It may sound ridiculous to people in Los Angeles or Washington, D.C., but that's why he has passionate supporters. That's why you're seeing Republicans expanding the playing field, and that's why you see in a state like Florida, where, it just went gangbusters the last 5 years. Well, look, I think it's good, and I think for precisely the reasons we're talking about, the Democrats don't have a good message. They were utterly captured by their furthest left radicals. They were pushing COVID lockdowns, critical race theory, DEI, transgender ideology, you name it, and people are sick of it. Your average middle-of-the-road American is worried about a lot of things. People are fleeing from the kind of empty ideologies of people like Kamala Harris, and love him or hate him, they're saying that Trump, at the very least, cares about what we're thinking about. He's addressing real issues.
That's exactly it. It's the real issues that Americans actually care about that Donald Trump, of course, is addressing. Trying to bring manufacturing back to this country, lowering taxes, closing the border, making America safe and secure. This is what affects Americans in their everyday lives, and this is what we care about the most. But in the meantime, what's the left doing? Oh, talking about things out there in the ether like toxic masculinity and trans issues, stuff that we don't care about. And this just goes to Christopher's point, all right? The Democrats went far left, and those were the main issues of the day. What was Kamala Harris campaigning on? Oh, she was campaigning on giving illegal immigrant criminals surgeries in prison so they could transition, and not to mention also putting them into women's prisons if they happen to be men who identified as women, all right? Those were the issues the left really cared about. And by the way, those are the issues the left still cares about. But of course, all Bill Maher really cares about is the fact that Gavin Newsom is going out there and trolling Donald Trump, right? Now, does he have some funny tweets out there? Sure. Is he trying to imitate Trump style? Sure. But as Frank actually points out, yeah, the Democrats have been mocking and making fun of Donald Trump for over 8 years now, okay? And what has been the end result? He got elected president twice. Okay, so all this stuff that Gavin Newsom is now doing, of course, is trying to set up his run in 2028. But will it be effective? And I would say no, because everyone knows that Gavin Newsom essentially is just imitating Trump's style, right? Trump actually does this stuff naturally, but Gavin Newsom, he's got a team out there tweeting in Trump style to try to make himself seem more relevant. But does anybody actually think that Gavin Newsom believes any of this stuff? I mean, don't get me wrong. A few Democrats in California absolutely do think that Gavin Newsom is the best, but across the rest of the country, no, we're not going to buy into it. We know what his response to the wildfires is. We know what his response to homelessness is. We know what his response to high crime and high drug use is. We know what his response to illegal immigration is, right? All of America can see exactly what he has done and exactly what he's been doing. But what's his solution? Oh, he's going to double down on basically not doing anything and try to obfuscate his actual positions. And this is what I find to be truly hilarious, right? Over here, you can see that, yes, he does, as a matter of fact, have a new store launched that is based around the themes of patriotism and America. And guess what also isn't going to fly with the left? The left actually hates America and patriotism. They do not like this country. They think that we are an evil place, right? And their influence was so massive at one point that Cuomo and Bloomberg had to come out and say, America was never that great to begin with, right? We've been awful since day one, right? There's no such thing as American exceptionalism, okay? But this is what Gavin Newsom is trying to court. He's trying to change his image away from the leftists, which of course is a good idea, but the rest of America is going to see right through this garbage. And as much as Bill Maher wants it, Gavin Newsom will not be a good candidate for the Democrat Party because he's got more baggage than a U-Haul leaving his state. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and say hi to your mom for me. Do you like t-shirts? Of course you do. And now you can support the channel by buying an Angry Teacher t-shirt designed by me, Angry Teacher. So if you like America, if you like freedom, if you like liberty, then go ahead and click the link in the description where all designs, of course, are 100% mother approved. So enjoy yourself and find something you like today.